Let's talk some Northeast 10 swimming and diving today. We head down to Pleasantville, where we are joined by Carolyn Ranno and Gigi Morossi. Between them, 9 weekly awards this season for the setters. Ladies, congratulations on the year.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
You're both sophomores, so you've been to an NE10 championship before. What are your thoughts, I guess, Caroline, starting with you, on going into your second and having that experience under your belt?
I'm really excited for this year's NE10s. Last year it was very nerve-wracking. Like it was really scary for me because I didn't really know what to expect. But now that I know what to expect and the team's energy is so high at NE10s and I just really love it. It's gonna be really fun and I'm excited.
Gigi, you won at last year's championship, so what was your
Yeah.
energy like?
Yeah, of course I enjoyed it last year. I was nervous as Caroline. This year is gonna be, we know the location, the pool, we know the pool. We're already like in the system in some sort of sense. Of course, like we're also like we have a lot of pressure on for the team. Like we have big expectations. We've been talking about it since the beginning of the season. And of course like either individually and team wise, and yeah, there's more competition, so that's also exciting as well. We'll see how it goes.
What are your expectations, ladies? What do you hope to accomplish when you head to Worcester?
Um, well, I'm hoping for diving, I'm hoping the podium at least this year. I mean, I'm gonna try my hardest to do what I can, but we'll really see. As Gigi said, there's new competition, so it's gonna be hard, but I think I think we got it as a team.
Yeah, yeah, I'm hoping of course for the girls team top three this year. Hopefully we'll see. um Individually, of course, like podiums, but mostly getting as close as possible to the A cat for the two back and to the B cat for the 100 back. Yeah, we'll see for the rest. I don't have expectations for whatever my third event will be, so we'll see.
Gigi, you came in and made some noise pretty quickly last year in the backstroke, both in the conference and regionally as well. How did that become your stroke? Why was that the thing that spoke
Oh
to
my
you
God.
in swimming?
So I used to be a breaststroker. Really few people knew that. I used to be a breaststroker when I was like 6 years old or something. Like I was really little. I was pretty good at it. Like now my breaststroke is terrible. Really. Victor and Dan always make fun of me for my breaststroke, and I'm like, bro, what can I do about it? You know? But yeah, in my second or third club, my second club team, the second club team I joined in Italy. I had this coach. He was really good. He was a really good coach. And the first day, like one of the first days, he saw me swimming. He was like, "You're gonna be a backstroker." I was like, "Okay, whatever you want, bro." That was the beginning of it. Then my last coach in Italy really helped me with my backstroke technique. That's when I became a little faster, and Victor really improved me as well. So we've been working on it a lot. So we see.
What have you done this year? Like, how did you take your first year and say, like, all right, now we're building on that. Where are we going?
So that's a tough question. Let me No, this summer I focused on an internship. I was like really worried because I skipped like I've had like 3 months without swimming. I was really worried for September and everything. I talked about it with Victor and Dan before the season started. And I was like, I'm not gonna get the feeling back and everything. I was a lot in my mind. But then when we started the season, and I was pretty confident. We started well. Definitely better than last year. Last year I was going crazy for like the 207s I was doing at the beginning. But yeah, this season definitely started better. Intercession was tough for sure, as always. Caroline knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we did a great job. I've worked on like different things compared to last year. I would say either for like, but for I worked more on backstroke this year for sure. I feel that last year also worked more on freestyle. While yeah, this year I mean backstroke was most of my practices, I would say. And yeah, I mean, I've tried to work more on the stuff I'm not good at because I mean, everybody knows my turns suck, my underwaters are and my start is like, like there's really few people that does like have a start like mine. It's like a pretty weird start. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get better.
I mean, all things considered, you got
Yeah, yeah.
you got a gold medal.
Yeah, of course, of course. I
Um,
mean, there's always
Caroline,
space to improve.
always space to improve.
Yeah, yeah.
Caroline, give me your perspective, because I feel like diving is interesting as far as how people get to it. A lot of times there's gymnasts that are really comfortable moving their body in the air. What led you to being a diver?
So I was a gymnast for like my entire life. And then my sophomore year of high school, I quit gymnastics. Like a little bit after like COVID, I quit and literally I was like on Instagram and I saw this girl diving and I was like, that's really cool. Like I feel like I could do that. But so then I ended up joining a club team and I was able to pick it up like pretty easily because of like my gymnastics background. Like there's very like similar like things like with like flips and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I got started. But it's definitely, I would say it's mentally like still just as much mentally challenging as gymnastics. Like, like I still like I get mental blocks, like I have struggles and stuff, but it was pretty good. I like the switch that I made and I'm glad I did.
Twists or flips?
Um, Twisting is actually different for diving versus gymnastics. So that was a little bit harder to pick up. Like I still was using like gymnastics technique like in the beginning, but now I'm starting to pick up more of like the diving techniques that they use.
Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
You guys have taken very different routes to where you are now. Caroline, you're from like 20 minutes away. Gigi, you're from like 20 hours away by plane. How did both of you guys wind up at Pace?
So, even like I would say, like in general, the decision of coming to the US was like a little bit last minute for me. Because I've always had like this dream, the American dream, whatever. Woo! I've never really like realized till when I came here what would have meant like changing country or for like just school, like studying and swimming. Besides from like yeah, having like the aspiration to come here. The whole process was definitely difficult because it's not easy like to transfer from a different country in general, or like the talking with the coaches and everything. But when I feel that I don't know like so I remember having like this little notebook in which I used to write stuff about like the coaches I used to talk with, and when I talked to Victor, I was like he's the boss. Because he's just he's just chilling. I love like Victor's personality. Then as well, there is like I feel that me and Dan are really similar for some aspects, and we've talked about it this summer especially. But yeah, I mean the Dan and Victor was ciao. Yes, Dan and Victor were definitely the most important reason I choose pace. Of course, like the scholarships and everything, because coming from a different country is like completely different. Taxes, like everywhere else besides from the US, are higher and everything, especially in Italy. And yeah, I mean, Pace is a good school for finance and business. That's what I wanted to do. So I was like, let's try. Yeah.
Caroline, what kept you close to home?
So I wasn't sure if I was wanted to dive in college at first. I was very like on the fence about it. So I was applying like all over the US. And then my coach had known Dylan, who is the diving coach at Pace, and we started talking and I was like, wow, like maybe this is something I really do want to do, you know? And I do enjoy it being very close to home because I do enjoy going home sometimes, like on the weekends and stuff. But, I'm actually really glad that I did decide to start diving in college because the whole team dynamic is so amazing. And, you're college is scary. Like you get thrown in to school with so many people you don't know, and it's like you meet all these people on the team and they're just so amazing and the coaches are great. Like they treat you like your family. So it's really great. I like it.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I mean, I feel that our team especially, like we're all like really close, and it's nice. It's nice to have like I think Victor is like my second father at this point. It's really nice to have like this kind of like habitat, let's say, like this kind of atmosphere in the team.
Gigi, tell me about that because I've read elsewhere where you talked about being able to
Yeah.
have that team atmosphere.
Yeah,
What's
I
cool?
feel that like as I said that to Ron as well, in Italy we just compete for ourselves. Like it's not we're all part of like a club team, of course, but there's not like that kind of team spirit. Not even in the relays, you know. You find it a little bit, but it's nothing compared to the one I found here. Like Victor last year, he really like worked on that with me because he knew that I was coming from that kind of context, and I think that it definitely worked because like I really get excited watching my teammates swimming, watching Caroline diving. My mom is I like head over heels for Caroline every time every time she texts me, she's like, "Oh my God, say compliments too," and she like makes a crazy big list. I'm like, "Okay, mom, I will." And she sends me like the gifts, like the stickers and everything of divers. I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. And
That's
yeah, I mean,
amazing.
it's really nice to have people who really supports you and who like today I wasn't like in a really good mood before doubles, and Mike noticed. Mike is one of our teammates, and he like always like he right away came there. He was like, what's going on, Gigi? I know this and everything. It's always nice to have people who really know you like deeply, because at the end, like if you were an athlete, the context in which your personality shows more is your swimming, like is your sport. So yeah, those are the people who knows you best.
I feel like the spirit shines through with you guys because like two of the most memorable things at the NE10 championships are the amount of like gold and blue pom-poms slash wigs.
Oh.
Um, and I can't get out of my head SETTER, let's go setters.
Yeah, oh my God, I know. Is come on, is the best cheer. Is the best cheer.
Yeah.
Caroline, what's that camaraderie like for you? Like to hear Gigi's mom is in Italy sending her texts about watching you dive.
It makes me feel like loved. Like I feel like this whole team, like we have such a close bond, and like I can really feel like I'm like loved by this team. Like they are my family. Like if I have an issue, I can go to somebody on my team. Like if I'm feeling down, like I'm having a mental block, and the team wrote like little notes of like inspiration and put it on my locker, and I walked in the locker room crying of happiness because I was like this really goes to show that they really do care about me, and like it's so sweet like having like all these people here for me, and I know that they're here for me because they show it. Um but yeah.
I know you guys are still early in your careers. Gigi, I know you mentioned you had an internship last summer. What do you guys want to do? What are we thinking with the rest of our time at Pace and when we're done?
I'm studying finance right now. I was wondering about switching to economics. Before I was a business major, but I mean, it's always like in the financial economical field. My internship last year was an accounting internship. I was just an accountant intern. They liked me. I was happy. Whatever. They offered me a job. Whatever. Now
Really?
I'm tutoring, which is a nice job here. I like it. It's also like an occasion, like the option for me to like review some topics I already went through. In my life, like of course, like my dream career would be either private equity, investment banking, or generally like a financial accountant. But I mean, I will see, of course. I changed my mind so many times because I feel that I have like a lot of interests. So I still have, to figure it out and see um, what happens with everything.
Caroline?
So I'm studying environmental science, or sorry, I'm studying environmental studies. I actually just switched my major to studies, and I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with this. I know I want to do a lot of hands-on work. I want like to be outside. Like I love hiking and all of that. And something I do really want to do is go and get an internship at a national park and stay there for the summer, which I think would be so cool. So yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do, but you know,
Caroline, Gigi has essentially been to your city, I guess, because she's going to college in New York. Ha are you going to go to Milan at some point in time before this is all said and done?
I would love to. I would love to go to Italy. That
Yes.
is that is my dream. Like my family's from Italy. I want to go so bad. I've never been.
Every time I try to convince people from the team to come visit me during summer, I'm like, "What? Let's go to Milan."
Um,
Yes.
what do you miss from home most, or what have you brought from home to pace with you?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. What I miss from home? Oh my God, the food. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the food. The food for sure. My mom, my coach, my Italian coach, of course, he's a really nice guy. He's my like at this point my third dad. What I brought here? Oh my God, my accent. I
Fair
don't know what
enough.
I brought here, honestly. Like maybe I don't know. I hope I brought my spirit, like my spirit, my Italian spirit to the team.
Caroline's shaking her head, so I think
You
that's
have.
Thank
yeah,
you,
Yes.
Caroline.
yeah,
Thank
big
you.
time. Ladies, this has been great. I appreciate you carving out some time, and looking forward to seeing you both compete next week in Worcester.
Yay! I
Thank
can wait. I
you.
can't wait.